channel. Yes, Yama is me. Okay, and I'm doing this video over again because I was talking way too low. So, yeah. So this video, I'm going to title it something like how I finally made A's and B's again in college in my senior year, because I think that's very important. So one thing I would say is you need to print out your class schedule, and that's for the whole week. So there's somewhere that you can go on your university to print out the class schedule for Monday through Friday, because you need to know what class you're going to, what building it is, what time it is. Keep it in a folder in your backpack that you take that folder with you every day. Every day. There's going to be times that sometimes you might forget what that class is or what time that class is. Also, too, you need to print out the syllabi. And syllabi, yes, more than one syllabus. It is called syllabi. Print it out for all your courses, staple them. And I would say that you need to read each syllabus. You might not have to read it thoroughly, but you need to read the objective of the course. You need to read the location of the course, what time, the contact information, know your professor's name. And I say know your professor's name. It's a lot of times I go to class, I don't even remember my professor's name. Because, at this point, does it even matter? Do you even care? No, because 9 times out of 10, they don't even know your name. They don't know your name. Yeah, they don't. You know what I'm saying? But just know their name. Because sometimes, one time I was in class, and this professor, she gave this pop quiz, and she was like, write my name. And I was like, you petty. You really petty. Because I damn well don't remember and possibly don't even care what your name is. That's messed up, but that's the truth. And your professor, they always say the first day that it's best for you to ask them questions in class about the syllabus. And if you're nervous about asking questions in class, because for me personally, I'm shy and I don't like to talk in front of a large group of people, that I might ask the professor at the end of the class, or I might email the professor, and then the professor will respond. So 2, I would say you need to get a planner, and this is not just for people in college, in high school, middle school. You need a planner. You need to have somewhere that you can write down the homework for that day, or when your next assignment is due. Everybody need a planner. Everybody. Okay, I have this Busy Bee planner right here. You see it? Isn't it so pretty? I got this from Marshalls. It was $7. Yeah, and I like this planner because it has the whole calendar out. Excuse me. Just like a regular calendar, like how it has all the days. You see? Just like this. But then, when you go to the week, yes, the week, I'll just show you what I did, last week. It has, the days. It has August 13th, you see right here, and then there's space. You need enough space so you can write down for your classes. You need enough space. Definitely make sure of that. And I would say that Target, Office Max, Walmart, I live in North Carolina, so even Harris Teeter, Staples, they all have planners. Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Some planners are expensive. Like, I'm not gonna lie and tell you that planners aren't expensive. There's some planners that they're $20. Yeah. But they're big, they're good quality, and I like the calendars to me that it has a nice quote in it, or it's very organized, personally. 3, I will tell you, you need to arrive on time to class. Do not be late to class every class day. Don't even be late once a week. You know what I'm saying? Be late. If it's best, I think it's best to be 10 minutes late, but when you're 30 minutes late, it looks really bad. I've been 30 minutes late, 40 minutes late to class, but I was making A's and B's in that class, and and I ask questions and I turned in my assignments on time. The professor, I mean, they might look at you sideways, but they're like, well, you know, she works hard. You know, she's a smart student. You know, and I would say when you go to class, don't be one of those people. You remember if we were in elementary school and people would just come like, oh, I don't have a pencil, I don't have a paper, a piece of paper, I don't have a notebook. You don't have nothing? We're not in elementary school no more. Stop this. We are adults. You know, have your school supplies, have your papers, your pen, your pencils, have your notebooks, your binder. Have that information, have your readings that your professor told you to print out before coming to class. You know, and yes, I'm saying this, you know, but I made this mistake as well. And I would tell you, do not talk too much in class to your peers, to your friends, because you need to listen to your professor. I've done that before where I've been talking to them. They've been telling jokes. Hee 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 hee. The professor went and said something, I went and forgot it. And then the professor says, don't ask me, because y'all decided to be over there laughing. And now you done missed the key information. You need to go ask your other peers to see if they're willing to give you that information. You know, because some professors, they really petty like that. But I would say it's good to have friends in your class. I would say to have about 2 and in each class. And I would say to get their phone number and get their email. It's more important to get their phone number so that you can text them right away. If you miss a class day, if you miss an assignment, if assignment's coming up, like me and this, you know, this girl from last semester, we did that. And I think that's what helped me, you know, remember when assignments were due. That was very important. 4, I would tell you to do the assigned readings for your course. And that's just common sense. If you know you have chapter 3 assigned, you need to read chapter 3. Read it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a human development and family studies major. So we read chapters that's 30 to 40 pages. You know? Yes, 30, 40 pages. And I would say that you need to set aside time every day to do your homework. Like, you need to be disciplined, especially when you're in college. You're not living at home and your parents are like, did you do your homework? Let me see you do your homework. No, it's up to you. You make these decisions. And I would say have a certain amount of time, you know, whether it's an hour for each course that you're going to do your homework. I think it's really good. You can just take your phone, use a timer, take your tablet, your laptop. They all have timers on it. 5, do your assignment when given. So let's say that your class is, you know, you have class Monday. They give you that assignment Monday. It was 30 to 40 pages. You decide not to do your assignment Monday. You decide to wait till Tuesday night, 7, 8 p.m., right, to read a total of 3 articles, because sometimes professors, they give you 3 articles. That's a total of 60 pages, you know, and you have that class on Wednesday at 11 a.m. No, don't do that. I've done that before. Don't do that. That's horrible. Do not. It's horrible. You know, I would say like read 1 article Monday, and then you can read 2 on Tuesday earlier in the day, or you can read 2 on Monday and read 1 on Tuesday. You know, you don't want to rush to do any assignment Tuesday night, and then you have class Wednesday, because you might have something else to do for, you know, your other class. You might have 3 classes Wednesday. You might have 4. You might have 5. 6, I would say you need to decide whether or not you need a quiet space to study. For me, I need a quiet space. Sometimes I can have the television on. Sometimes I can have YouTube on or music on, but it distracts me a little bit. Some people, they can listen to music in their headphones or just have it playing out loud and do their readings and write their notes. But you need to decide which one's for you. 7, I would say pay attention to class PowerPoints. That's why I say you need to go to class, because your professor will have a PowerPoint, and that PowerPoint slide, you know, it might be like 22 slides, and each slide might have 3 bullet points, but your professor might take 15 minutes on one PowerPoint slide, and it might talk about that one in depth, So you need to have your notebook and your pen out and write those notes. Ask your professor too if you can record them. Some people bring a recorder. You don't have to bring one of those old school recorders. You can just use your phone, your laptop, your tablet. I used to do that freshman year for biology, but ask them because some professors don't want to be recorded. Make sure your notes that you write when you go home, to your room, match the PowerPoint slides, like the information matches the PowerPoint slides from class. That's also important because your professor, they might talk about something in that PowerPoint slide that the book might not expand upon. That's why it's important to go to class. 8, pay attention to the objective headings in the chapter in the notebook. The objective heading will be in bold, and then underneath it might be a question that's in a smaller font, but it's in bold, and then underneath that is the body. The body will answer that question. And I didn't realize that till last year, and I'm like, wow, we've been doing this since elementary school, and I just realized that. Sometimes I'll read a question, sometimes I wouldn't. That is important. Make sure you write that question down, and then your notes that you write underneath it, answer that question. And then when you go to class and there's a PowerPoint, usually like the first slide is the title, and then the second slide is the objectives that the professor is covering. They might cover objectives 1 through 8. Make sure you know objectives 1 through 8. Make sure you read the material on objectives 1 through 8, and you have notes on those objectives. 9, I would say ask a professor in person when you have a question about any assignment, like a group assignment, group project, or any document, or just any chapter readings. And I would say to do it ahead of time. Like, okay, I go to class Tuesday, we're talking about chapter 2, next week we're going to talk about chapter 3, then the week after that, Thursday, let's say he gives a test on chapters 1, 2, and 3. Do not wait until that week of the test on Tuesday to go to your professor to ask them about chapter 2. That is stupid. It is stupid. And a lot of us, we've done it. We're human beings. I didn't make A's and B's all throughout college. I just started making these again. But never wait last minute, because professors, they get mad, and a lot of times other students are emailing them to go to their office hours to sit down and talk with them to discuss what they don't understand. It's okay if you've been doing it since the week of chapter 2 and the week of chapter 3, but if that's your first time going there, they're going to be mad, and they're not going to help you. They're going to be like, that's on you. You should have been more responsible. You should have known what you didn't understand. Yes. 10, I would say you need to ask the professor, like some professors, the day before the exam, they'll say, you can come in, and it's not mandatory class day, but you can ask me about any questions that you have. And sometimes they'll even put up the study guide, like as soon as that first week the new chapter is out. Make sure you print out that study guide. Make sure you go there asking those questions. A lot of people, they don't go. And that professor, they might take off certain things off that study guide, and they might add certain topics on that study guide. They might add a couple terms on there that you can't find the definition in the book. So they're going to give you the definition that they want that's going to be on that test. So you need to go to those days. Even if your friend's like, oh, I'm not going. No, you go. You go. Because sometimes professors, they will change up that whole study guide. The whole thing. I will also say study a week to 2 before the exam. Like I said, that week of your exam, it's on a Thursday. Don't start studying on Monday. Don't start studying on Monday. I've done that before. Study that week before or 2 weeks before. And you don't have to sit there and be like, oh, I'm studying, it's quiet. You can watch TV, you know, you can watch YouTube, and you can just open it and just read it like how you read a magazine. You don't have to be, you know, that serious. I would say don't cram unless it works for you. Some people, they are weird. Okay, they're not weird, but cramming works for them. I don't know. They have special minds. 11, I would say get up early that day of your exam and study like an hour or two before your alarm, before you usually get up that day. You know, like let's say you get up 8 a.m. and your class is at 11. I gotta do that because I don't want to get up. So yeah, excuse me, I will get up at 8, get up at 7 or 6, and just open, you know, your notes, your notes that you make in your notebook, open your laptop, open your PowerPoint slides, and just, you know, read it. And take your time, breathe in, breathe out. I would say pray before you even start reading. That helps. And when you get up early in the morning, your mind, it processes the information. I feel like it processes it more. You take it in more, you understand it more, you comprehend it more, especially when you've done all that you can to study and you're studying correctly. And I would say too, go to class early. So if your class start, like I said, your class start at 11, don't go to class at 10:50, 10:55. You know, maybe go to class at 10:40. Just have some time to just relax. Even if you want to listen to some music, you know, go on your Flipboard app, read the news. Yes, I do that sometimes. I'm a nerd, blah, blah, blah. And, or YouTube. And, yeah. And also, too, I would say when you go early, don't open it any more notes. Because you did all your studying early in the morning. Let your mind breathe, relax. I guarantee you that information will be there. It will. You know, breathe in, breathe out. Because I used to get test anxiety, and I could do a video on test anxiety. I used to, you know, get it really bad. Sometimes you go in, you forget everything. I'm not saying this won't happen to you. It's not going to happen to you because we're not going to speak it out there. You know, because God wants us to be our best. Yes, I brought God into this. Yes, I did. Okay, and I'll also say your prayers before you take your exam, and make sure you have all your exam materials. Don't be that person that goes to the exam and you don't have a Scantron. See, that's why it's good to get up early, because then you can walk to the bookstore and you can get your Scantron, and then you can go to class, and you're early and you're already sitting in your desk, at your desk, and you're cool. You know, you ain't stressed. Okay, but I would like to say thank you for tuning into my channel. Comment, like, rate, and subscribe. Is that the same thing? I don't know why I said that. Okay, you know, leave some nice feedback at the bottom. Nice. Don't be rude. And yeah, I really hope that this helps. Alright, have a good day.